This is Suburban Prepper in the suburbs, talking about my Suburban Prepper garden. Over here, we had some cucumbers, and they did what they did, and I planted carrots to cover for it. I got some strawberries going on over here that we'll use for next year. Some more cucumbers, and I'm gonna try making some fall cucumbers. Here's some more cucumbers, and with some carrots growing there. Problem with the cucumbers, you can see one right there. They're so camouflaged, you miss them and they get big and you don't see them. They grow pretty good. Over here, we got cantaloupe growing. You can see cantaloupe. And this one fell. So we're going to put it in the compost. And that's okay. And we'll compost it. Just put it in there. We got a lot of other cantaloupe growing, so that's okay. No sense in leaving that there. It got cut off the vine somehow. So over here we got some cantaloupe. Growing pretty good. So cantaloupe's growing. It's hard to go high with these. And you can see we got a cantaloupe going right here. And got one growing over here too. And there's some cantaloupe hidden in here. This plant's pretty taken off pretty good. Over here, got a Roma tomatoes. And hidden behind the tomatoes is green peppers. And I try to grow some carrots on the bottom here. I'm gonna go across here. So it's an experiment, see how many cantaloupes I can grow. This is the lettuce. Before it was a mistake. I had pumpkin growing in there and didn't realize it. So I took it down because of the windstorm. Blew down the trellis. Over here we have a type of pepper growing, and around it are carrots growing. Of course, carrots over here. This was lettuce growing over, not lettuce, but a cucumber plant in the middle. And I had some green beans, but they weren't pole beans. So once they finished growing, I tore them up. On this side, I have broccoli growing. I just planted today. Plenty of space. And over here, I got some carrots that'll grow. So this is a pepper plant mixed with some carrots. And over here, we can see some green beans, some stringless green beans. Of course, the wind took hold of this trellis, and it's not doing so good. Make best with what I got. So I got different types of tomatoes growing here. I've separated them up a little bit so they get some more air. And I have some green peppers growing here. Tomatoes are taking off, different varieties. It's all good, literally. Here I had some zucchini mixed with tomatoes. Zucchini plant did its job and died off. It worked. I got a couple out of it. Here is another zucchini plant. I'll probably get another plant out of it. As you can see, these tomatoes that are growing, doing pretty good. Parsley, you can see a bee there. Growing eggplant here with some carrots, and I took down the strawberry on this side here. You can see some strawberry, and I'm growing some broccoli over here. Broccoli. This is a pepper plant, and intermixed with it is carrots. This was a broccoli plant that I planted earlier in the season, but the bugs took hold of it. I planted it too early, so I'm not going to do that next time. The lower part of this tomato plant sucks, I'll admit that. But the upper part's growing some stuff. And of course I have some carrots growing. This broccoli plant was hidden from the bugs, so it did okay. This one I chopped up, I haven't refused it yet. Over here, we got some green beans, stringless green beans, some carrots growing, and I have a pepper plant here going. The green beans took off. Basil, this is basil over here. So this is eggplant here, and this open space here I've got carrots growing. I do believe I planted some broccoli on this spot here. Okay, and we'll see. I'm going to cover it up. And this is another experiment. I shouldn't use these gallon bags anymore for tomatoes. I mean, I get tomatoes out of it and they'll work in a jiffy, but just not enough space. But yeah, I got a tomato plant going. Over here, you can see I got some carrots going. Before, it was a potato. I had a bunch of potatoes in here, harvested them. Same over here. I had some potatoes that I harvested. Over here, got a pea plant growing still, and some carrots. That right there is a zucchini. And so I have over here, you can see this big one here. Strawberries, carrots, basil, little everything. This is an experiment I don't think I'll do again. I have peppers growing with a tomato. I mean, it's growing. This was, my wife just picked all these, but it was eggplant, and it'll grow some more. I just watered them this morning rather intensely. Here we got some peppers growing. A couple of them fell. Have to compost those. I'm not gonna eat that. And carrots. I use carrots as a cover crop. Just compost that in there. Down the line here, tomatoes. Roma tomatoes. Roma tomatoes. They say they make good for spaghetti sauce and whatnot. So, we're doing it. I water them. So of course over here, this was an accident from last year and I didn't kill it. It was a watermelon plant, a fermenting watermelon. You can see right here. I didn't plant it, but the seeds grew and I just let it grow. So you can see I got some green beans ready to harvest. Gave us a good water, and of course I got some either broccoli or carrots growing over here now. And of course we're back to our tomato plants. So you can See over here, we got some stuff going. So everything that's bare right now was because I've already picked everything out of it. Over here there were carrots, so I planted more. This was green beans, bush beans. So this is a hell of a job here. Tomato plant, some carrots, and pepper plant. Just a different angle. Pepper plant with some sage growing right over here. Got some sage growing. Now this is another tomato plant. So, tomato plant. This is another tomato plant. I had carrots growing in this one. Gotta take it out, grow carrots again. And this is gonna be broccoli here. Broccoli all over here. For some reason they might take off. And of course I have a tomato plant on the end. It was an experiment, it worked. These are gonna be carrots. Carrots over here. These were potato bags before. And just so you see here, that's a pepper plant. And I got carrots growing here. Those are a couple weeds. Or lettuce. Yeah, we'll see. These are potatoes. One of my few last. But I have some corn or some peas growing. Planted peas. And over here is that's a little black bag here. Is growing green beans, and I've joined the group over here. And I have a blueberry, different plants. And this here I'm probably going to take apart. I'm not getting any more strawberries out of it. And I'll plant some, probably more carrots for my fall crop. Still got a carrot here, and I got more carrots growing. And we're back here. You can see here, got a ton of carrots growing. Plus other things. Every once in a while I'll catch a weed with my eyes and get it. One thing I planted, let's go over here to the other side. So over here is sweet potatoes. I think these are radishes over here, one or two. But the sweet potatoes have taken over now. I had peas growing up here, and I got a lot of peas out of it. But for the amount of work that you do for the peas, I'd rather do green beans, stringless green beans, and pull them small. Here's a pea plant. And below here are sweet potatoes. I've never planted sweet potatoes before, so of course here's some sweet potatoes. Well, back here is a green bean plant and makeshift trellis, and it took. What I like to do is freeze dry my stuff. Over here we had potatoes, and I planted some carrots last week, and you can see some of them are starting to come up. And I had to put some chicken wire here. I don't like my dogs jumping in these the soil. And I have it surrounded so the rabbit can't get in either. We got a rabbit around here. This is some compost here. So I take all that stuff, put it in here, or I put it in there and twirl it around. This is lettuce and a tomato plant in the middle. Usually I use this as a composter just to hold everything in, but I decided just to go with that. Of course, these are carrots. I'm gonna grow a lot of carrots. This is tomato with a pepper plant. I should add more soil to it. So I use this as a compost. I just throw this in here. Anything that I can compost, weeds, carrot peelings. So where I get this soil from now is from the potato bags. Okay, and what I did is I just took the potatoes and added soil to different things. Like I think I'm going to add some soil to this tomato over here. Tomato, potato. Add some soil to it. Fill it up to the brim. I mean, it's a backyard garden. Last year, the garden, fall part of it, went to shit because I went into heart failure and I couldn't take care of my garden. But this year, a lot stronger and a lot better. We put rock down where we're gardening. I mean, there's a couple weeds, but we get most of them. And it's pretty. We're gonna put I'm gonna do it too. We're gonna put some trim over here, make a border. So pretty soon, once I harvest the peas out of here, that's gonna say goodbye and take it away. And this one here, I'm gonna take these out and put something there. I don't want to put broccoli in this low space here. My two fall crops, I think, are going to be broccoli and carrots. And I might try some burpee cucumbers. We'll see what I can. Might have to dispose of this one. And I don't think I can salvage it, but I haven't done it yet. And we'll see what we can get out of here. But I want space for the broccoli to be able to grow. So I think I'm gonna take this out and plant something different. You can see these weird looking eggplant. It's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I still have some strawberries growing and there's flowering, but it's strawberries need space. You plant one, it'll spread. That's the good thing about strawberries. So these were the potato bags that I used. I think I'm gonna wash them and then dry them. I don't know. I don't want to just throw them away. I mean, they work for certain things. And back to our, look at this beautiful trellis here. So this is about a month old now. The carrots are doing pretty good. Some of them are ready to be picked. As soon as these carrots are done, I'll probably plant some broccoli over here once I pull these carrots out, because it's I can cover it up. We'll see. And maybe back here where these green beans are done, I'll try some cucumbers. I don't know. But I plan on getting 2 growing seasons out of everything that I can. So I use this CalMag for my tomatoes. You can see this right here. And I have some fertilizer, different types. I hand type, I compost. So what I did is, and there's no science to it, but I put the compost on the bottom. Okay, fill it up some, and I stuff it with dirt, and it grows. That's what I did for these. Try not to waste anything. Yeah, so my major disappointment this year was just the peas. They take up so much space, and you don't really get much out of them. So one thing that was a lifesaver to me was this kind of hose that you can put stuff in here and it'll spray it. And that's what I'm doing. This has been a 20-minute video. They say it just takes 120 days, and these will be ready once these plants start dying off. These flowers for these sweet potatoes. We'll see. I mean, obviously I'm restricted on space, but it is a garden, and I can grow high. You know, what else are we going to talk about today? These are my emergency water backups. Rainwater. 1, 2. I got 4 of them. A couple of them broke, and I disposed of them. Got 3 over here and 2 over here. These aren't good for growing anything, but they're good for taking your vegetables and washing them after. But I couldn't get anything to grow in these. I don't want to throw them away. What can I tell you? These are worthless. These pots to grow shit. This is my smoking wood. I just put it in here when I smoke my food. This is my smoker. So, let's see here. Change the video around. So this is Suburban Prepper. Trying to make it. Suburban Prepper out. Everybody have a good day now.